East Podcast, WATP.
I want to start off by looking at a rare glimpse of John in HD. Now, as we know, when John got his new computer, the first couple streams, he was using the 1080p StreamYard.
Until it quit.
No, until someone taught him how to adjust the setting down to 720p. And so we don't see HD John. And there's a very good reason for that. He decided to grab his iPhone and do a quick little update on social media about the hurricane coming through. And so now we get to see what he looks like.
Oh, Christ.
And the other thing, too, is he has the worst...
The Duke knows hurricanes.
He has the worst lighting when he's in his when he's doing his show. So now he's outside. Natural light, a high-quality camera, and look at this guy's hair.
Did he just say the Duke knows hurricanes?
Yes.
This thing's gonna take down the Duke. You out of your fucking mind?
His hair is so thin. It's so gray. It's completely gray. And that black hair dye that he got at Super Clips or whatever, it looks so bad.
Oh, his hair definitely outgrew that.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Not the Duke. Duke don't fear shit.
Oh, this is such a stupid video.
This
too.
video feels like an Opie character.
It does. He might as well be twirling around in the street while he's doing this.
Duke's here in the wind. Big gusts. Trying to take down the Duke.
So stupid. His stupid tattoo. He thinks he's fucking tough now.
I'm going to fight the hurricane.
I know this is a goof and this is a character he's doing, but he just can't pull it off. We're always laughing at you, John. Just know that. Whatever you're trying to do, it's not working.
Is this a character
I guess. He's talking about fighting a hurricane, I would hope.
It also reminds me of when Chad would go for those walks.
Yeah.
Just a high angle and...
Yeah, just to let you know, hey, there's palm trees behind me. Yeah. Cool.
I came down to the
Duke's
coast.
gonna outlast this storm.
There's also...
Why?
He can't shave his face very well.
I noticed that.
There's hairs sticking out. Can you see those hairs? All right, let me...
Thanks to the
what's that
wind
on his
blowing in his
neck?
face.
I
What's
know.
that growth on his neck?
That's what I mean. Like, we need to see this guy in HD more often. Not that I want to.
Oh, that's his neck.
See those hairs over here? They're so long. He just misses. Giant hairs.
This storm.
The Duke doesn't care.
This thing over here can't be
Oh,
healthy.
that's not good.
Kill the Duke. Yeah.
See, he thinks this is funny. He thinks that's funny.
I want to put that face right there on a t-shirt.
Okay. Now I see why in Dabblers Anonymous there was a comparison from his nose to a strawberry.
Oh, yes. I see it. For sure.
Dude, it's red. He's got Jimmy Durante drunk nose.
So I'm going to leave that image up for us as we listen to a brand new hit song. I'm calling it. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet because I'm like, oh, I want to save this for the show. This one came in from Hannah's ex, Coleman, Mrs. Hannah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Coleman.
Yeah. So he put this together for us.
Did you like the intro? Fucking hell. Scowl.
Roaches on his shoulder. And what the hell is all that goo? Disgusting situation. Bedsheet stained with blood and booze.
Smells like an old gem sock. Won't change out the litter box. Stink lines. Run away.
Fucking hell. Scowl.
Stuttering John started to get kicked in. Beard's deep, hasn't showered since Friday. Smell like mold, looking real old. Moved in with mom when his house is foreclosed. Crusty teeth and rotten feet. His stink lines will make you real weak. His couch is stained with his shitty brain. If he had a twin, it'd be a sewer drain.
They'll treat me like I'm some fucking low-class citizen. Fucking hell. But I haven't paid my dues in this business.
Dead roaches, baby. These flies are crazy. Can't keep a lady.
That's why I was sweating so much. What else am I fucking here for?
Stink lines. That's a great idea. I can't believe no one thought of that before.
Well done, Coleman.
Very well done, Coleman.
Amazing. Say hi to little Vinny Paulino for me.
That's right. I wonder who got Vinny Paulino. Probably not Coleman.
Oh.
I got this note from Dan.
Oh, I feel dumb.
No, it's okay. It says, hey, JDI. I know I've never communicated with you before, but hear me out. I refuse to give Stuttering John a penny. But if you know anyone who super chats him or has a sock account, I think I'd like to hear the answer to this question. So recently, Brandon from the Drew Lane show got in a serious car accident and was lucky to live. Do you think this was karma for making fun of you? I think that's a great question you should ask John, because John will definitely say, yep, this is what happens. This is what happens to people. By the way, thank God Brandon's okay, because that was a crazy accident. I'm glad he's doing all right. It would be very interesting a very interesting look into what we already know. Hope to hear this clip on WTP soon. Otherwise, no worries. I'm glad that Drew introduced me to your show. Thank you for participating in the show, Dan. We appreciate it. Anyone listening and wants to send John that as a super chat, I would be interested in his reaction. I do have a clip coming up where John once again has forgotten who Drew Lane is for some reason. I don't know how many times he has to be reminded. He's pretty dumb. But John has a guest on his show. And this is the craziest way to introduce a guest I've ever seen. So Rob Saul comes on, and John's complaining to Rob Saul that his guest canceled on him. He thought it was going to be Ian Hapron was going to come on. But then apparently Ian just wanted to set him up with this other guy who's going to come on and promote a thing that he's doing. And so John didn't know the guest was coming on, so he's bitching about it. And, you know, the chat's giving him shit about how he can't get anything scheduled. He's supposed to have a woman on this past week he gave the wrong time zone time to again. Again. He can never figure out the time zone thing. And it's crazy because he's lived in two very different time zones. In either place, he assumes that everyone else lives in his time zone.
I really like to believe that woman is also in Florida. He's just that
That's
dumb.
very possible. He drove all the way across the country. He should know how time zones work.
He should.
Based on that alone. So he finally gets this guest to come on. And imagine being a guest on his show, and this is what you come into.
Oh, here comes his author. So, Rob, so help me interview his author here. This is Danny Rossner. Danny,
Help me interview this guy you've never heard of and have no background on at all. Yeah, no problem. Rob Saul's got that.
Yeah, first question.
He's
Who
good.
are you?
Yeah, he's good at this.
Rossner. Danny, how are you?
Well, I feel like a fucking idiot. Am I allowed to use those words there? It took me forever to get
Sir, this is a Christian program.
Yes, it's okay. So, Danny, this is my buddy Rob. He's my co-host for the day. And let me just put up something, let's see, because I just like to stick it to the idiots that stick it to me, Danny. So hold on.
Idiot, so stick it.
So let me just stick it to Jordan Jackson, okay?
Okay.
So, another guest bailed on you. Really? He looks like it looks like he's here, dumb fuck. He's right here, isn't he? You
imagine?
lose. Good day, sir. I said good day.
Oh, you're a toughie.
Don't fuck with the Duke.
So professional. He immediately had to rub it in some random guy's face that the guest actually showed up on his show. Rather than just be like, all right, great, he's here. Let's talk about this book you wrote. It's getting made into a movie? Cool.
Hold on, I need to battle my enemies. Thank you for joining the show.
Hey, I'm glad you're here because now I'm going to stick it in this person's face.
And like, this guy seems like a nice dude who comes out, hey, I'm sorry it took you so long. And he's just like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to yell
I have to use you as a pawn in my petty war.
Yes, everything with him. And Brian Karam, when he comes on now, John's talking about the Dabbleverse, and Brian's just like, what are you doing? Why are you engaging in this? This is so stupid. You're getting my son made fun of on who are these socials.
You still haven't gotten my son any gigs, John. How much longer do I have to keep doing this show?
No shit. All right, so fast forward after this interview, which is terrible. Now it's John and Rob Saul, and John's doing his thing where he's just scrubbing through the two subreddits he likes to go to find video clips to watch on his show. And so My Lost Interest made a cut of the Drew Lane show. John had Ivy Supersonic on his show last week. We broke it down.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it quite a bit. Drew messaged me. He's like, hey, can you get me that episode? So I sent it to him. He also went through it. And so John sees that they're goofing on him, and he's going to watch this. Now, I'll tell you that I sped up when he's just watching Drew's show. I sped up 2x speed because we don't need to watch all of that. You should check out Drew's show. It's a great segment that he did.
This is okay. This should be entertaining, Rob.
All right.
This guy looks like he's 90.
Drew Lane?
Drew Lane. I don't know who he is, but
He's a superstar.
Still don't know who he is.
but
Look,
of course
got a logo.
he's got to join in. Oh, apparently I was hitting on Ivy Supersonic. I get it.
Okay.
Anytime John has a female guest, you know John is trying to get laid.
Oh my God, he looks like Anthony Cumia's grandfather.
And
It's
amazing. He never seems to close the deal.
He's interviewed Ivy Supersonic. He was involved with a Stuttering show for a while there. And Ivy Supersonic invented the Ice Age scrat. Yeah, scrat. It's a combination of a squirrel and a rat. And before the Ice Age movies, there's a little clip of the scrat going for the acorn.
Oh,
and the Ice Age movies. She invented that, and Fox stole it from her.
Oh,
wow.
She's been fighting them for years to get her money, and she.
yeah. And who has her on first? You fucking old bat. Me.
That's not
this story.
That's
and
not the
she
point
gives out so
Drew's
many details.
making.
It's absolutely crazy. It's like she's never done an interview in her life, and John is getting really frustrated. Plus, the audio sucks. Oh, yeah. And so
that's really funny because he goes, yeah, and I got her on my show. I scooped you. And then immediately Drew goes, and she cannot tell a story. She's all over the fucking place. Her audio sucks. It's a mess.
John is going crazy over the audio, and she's trying to fit. This is so typical John. Whenever John has technical problems, he never just pauses the show. Anyway, this is where the tech pause become too much for John.
I can't do it.
you can't pause a live show.
So John immediately pauses it right there. It's about to show his fuck ups, and he's like, I can't do it. Like, he literally can't do it. He can't react to a show and have a hot take. Ever. It's never happened.
Here's the thing that drives me crazy about John. The shit that he was saying to, and I didn't watch all of it, but like to the Shooting Networks, you wouldn't have a show without me. You wouldn't have a show without Dabblers Anonymous.
Of course.
You wouldn't have a show without any of this stuff because all you do is watch videos about people watching you. You are incapable of taking a video from fucking YouTube and just playing something that's funny and commenting on it. You don't do any of that.
He's terrible at it. And I'll prove it. There are, and I'm not exaggerating, 30 to 50,000 people who are in the Dabbleverse, who are interested in it, who are going to the subreddits, who are watching these shows, watching Shuli's show, our show, Potato Soup, and he only gets 500 live viewers maximum on his show. So even the people who are interested in John can't just watch John's show. They want to watch other people goof on or pull clips or something like that. Because if John was who he thought he is, he would have 10,000 viewers when he goes live. Like, holy shit, what's he going to do today? But it's boring as hell. His show's garbage.
I don't know how he doesn't realize it.
He doesn't, and I'll prove that in a moment.
I mean, I mean, the guy is just awful. The Drew Lane show. I mean, it's just, like he's talking about me having all these problems. And then he's as boring as fuck.
I know, and he's like,
all right, and then Rob's gonna come in. So John didn't know what to go with there.
No, and
he's like, he has a Drew Lane show, and that's his name, and he's talking about my problems, but he is boring. No, he was setting up the clips. It's something you never do, John, because you're never prepared on your show. He actually watched it, knew what was going to happen, and built the context for the audience to understand what they're listening to once he gets into the clips.
Right.
It's what a professional does.
Yeah, but John just didn't like the context. That's all this is.
Right. So
that's why he stopped it.
That's why, like, that was his excuse for when Shuli was on his show finally. He's like, oh, he's boring. Oh, it's boring. It's too boring. It's like, no. The real shows actually have to build up to the thing that they're listening to so people understand what's going on. Drew is a veteran. I know I have to explain this to Rob Saul because he's a fucking moron. Drew was on morning radio for decades. He's very successful at this. And now he's very successful at podcasting. And Rob likes to pretend he's a radio guy. He's no clue.
And then he's as boring as fuck.
I know, and he's like the typical shit where he's got a group of 4 or 5 people to just.
Oh yeah, all to agree with him. And
look at these two agreeing with each other. You just don't have as many friends. It's the only difference. Like, oh, you gotta have people agree with you. Yeah, I know that they have to agree with them.
She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called a show. Most radio shows have more than one person on the microphone. It's not all Rush Limbaugh. There's other people participate and contribute to a show. So this is great. I thought this was so fun. I was actually watching this on Thursday. I don't watch John very often, but I was like, oh, this is really funny because John is going to these subreddits, finding these videos, hasn't watched him yet, and it keeps backfiring on him. So you saw right there, he's like, oh, these guys are going to clown me just like everyone else does. I don't need to watch any more of this. So then he sees that Chad went after Anthony Cumia. Mm-hmm. Because Chad did his review of Pat Dixon and Anthony. Wow, that episode. I love people make fun of it too. It's like, wow, you're doing Pat Dixon's show on Rumble. It's like, yeah, everyone's talking about it. So apparently that was a good move. But this is so John just sees the title that Chad's going to go after Anthony, and John's like, oh,
enemy of my enemy.
Yep, exactly. I love this.
Yeah.
You're going on Pat Dixon's show on Rumble. Because that dumb motherfucker got kicked off YouTube twice. Can't even break 1,000 views with Anthony Cumia on the show. Oh, all right, we got a really good show tonight. We got Anthony Cumia from the Opie and Anthony show. He's going to be on later, and it's
that. I like his impressions. So John's already setting this up. He's trying to form an alliance with Chad. He's been trying for a while now.
It's going to really put us through the roof with these super tips that I have from Melton. Dude, it's over, man. It is over for you two fucks.
I'm sorry. I have to comment on Chad. I don't get a chance to review Chad stuff because I watch it, but when someone else is watching it. How many things does Chad declare are over at this point? It's crazy. The Ice just played a gig last weekend. I thought that was over last year. Oh, yeah. For some reason. Like, everything's always over. He's always declaring that things are over.
Creep Off's still happening Monday at 1.
Creep Off's still on. That's not over. It's amazing. Everything he says is over. It just continues to go. It's almost like he's wrong.
You guys shit on Stuttering John, as you should. Talking about the glory days, what he used to do, going through his credits.
Chad. Look at John's face. Yeah. He's so upset. God damn it. So he's trying to process this. He's like, no, we're goofing on Anthony. What's going on? Why are you turning on me now?
That's hysterical, Chad. Good job.
As you should.
What I do?
About the glory days, what he used to do, going through his credits, his IMDb. I was on the...
All right, so I refrain from saying anything. I don't know if you realize that.
I did, yes.
I let you talk, and I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything bad, yeah, I know.
But now Chad again has got to bring me into this.
Of course.
He should have stayed on Dixon.
Yeah.
He should have stayed on Cumia, but no, he's got to go to me. Who has been very quiet about him.
And always been very respectful.
Isn't that so funny? This is what John always thinks this. I don't know why he still thinks this to this day. He's like, I've been nice to him. Why is he saying that I'm a buffoon and I suck at podcasting? Because you're a buffoon and you suck at podcasting. It doesn't matter if you're nice to people. It doesn't matter if you compliment someone else. They can still have the right opinion about you, John. So stupid. He thinks that everything is about alliances and like, Chad, let's buddy up together and then we'll be a team. Chad's like, no, I don't fucking need you in my life, you retard.
So now he's got to bring me into it.
Because that's who he is. That's the type of person he is.
He's shaking his head. He's like, I can't believe it.
The Night Show, the Howard Stern Show, celebrity, get me out of here.
So unsuccessful that he has to pull everybody down.
Hold on. Yeah, Chad.
He's got this.
Yeah, the Howard Stern Show, the Tonight Show, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Celebrity Fear Factor.
What have you done?
Dude, where's my car? Yeah, yep. Chad. I've done things. I've done a lot of things. You have not. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Yeah. You have nothing to talk about except for fucking being fucking Jim Florentine's cuck.
Oh,
exactly.
So do yourself a favor and shut the fuck up about me.
Wait, how could he be Jim Florentine's cuck?
I thought I was.
I don't think he understands what that means. Chad would have to be with a woman at some point in order to be cucked. Chad does not have a girlfriend or anything ever.
Well, there's nothing inherently wrong with being cucked.
Oh boy, here we go.
I just learned this. It's just a fetish like anything else.
The pneumatics right here, everyone. Watch out. So
I just learned that.
This is, we just did our bonus show on the Creep Off, part 2 of inducting Maddox into the Creep Off Hall of Fame. We've done some deep dives with Tab Burt about Maddox. Wow. What a descent into madness. That asshole.
Good times.
Check that out on the Creep Off Patreon. But so this is now John's still reeling from this that he just saw with Chad. He just thought he was going to go on there and laugh along with how Anthony sucks, and he saw all that.
Think about dude,
it's fucking unbelievable, and I'm not even unleashing yet because I don't really want to. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that he had to bring me into this. I thought it was all on Anthony.
John wants friends so badly. He's like, I'm not even going to say anything. Like, maybe he'll come around and we can still be buds. He needs a friend so bad.
But dude, he brags about opening gigs, and then he makes fun of you for bragging about being on the Tonight Show and Howard Stern. You're fucking bragging about opening for people.
And he's tweeting me how much money he makes for opening for Nick Schwartzen.
Yeah, and the people.
I mean, Chad is a loser. That is very true. He's emailed me about how much money he made on his Venmo or something. I'm just like, what's wrong with you, man?
I just like watching John process this in real time.
Yes, that's the fun part.
He didn't know that was coming, so that's great.
Right. This is the part of John that's real that I enjoy. It's not performative John.
Absolutely.
It's not outside fighting a hurricane. I just like that because you can see how shitty his hair is.
Notice how calm he is, though.
Oh, he's stewing.
It's the absolute opposite of the way he fake reacts to things. The real reaction is, ugh.
Yeah. He's the wheels are turning. He's like, what am I going to do about this Chad
What do I
thing?
have on this guy?
Yeah, right. So let's see where he goes with that because his immediate reaction was, I'm not saying anything about Chad. I don't know why he's talking about me.
People he opens for aren't even as big as things like Howard Stern and Jay Leno.
No.
Look, I was in the fucking Airheads. I had the soundtrack. You're the same thing, Kumia. Kumia, you are the same fucking guy.
Oh, good. We're back.
Yep.
Oh, Steel Toes, the next
I'll forgive
Stuttering
him.
John. No, you are.
Chad.
You are the next Stuttering John.
I love these locals who are trying to explain to us who we're all going to pick on next.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well,
No, it's him. It's over there.
It's not me. It's definitely not me.
Carl, cue it up. Glory days. It's over, dude.
Well, Chad, thanks for remembering one of our better bits. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So now that John has processed this, let's see how he responds. I'm going to just go ahead and call it. I think he's hurt. I think he's a bit hurt with this.
Do I need to pull up your stand-up from DabbleCon where you embarrass yourself and you?
That's true.
No.
But I don't want to. I have no desire to hear it anymore. It's just I try to call truce with that guy, but he just can't. You know?
Can't get.
Aww. He's so upset about that. All right. Well, then he finds that video we just watched of Aaron calling out Anthony Cumia, and he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, Aaron's clowning this guy. All right, we can watch this then. This will be fun."
Yeah, let's see this.
Some goal loot. Ant is a hack podcaster now. He is literally the next Stuttering John. In fact, I would respect John more than Ant, since John isn't a coward like Anthony.
There you go.
John isn't a coward.
There you go. That's a compliment.
Another win for the Toad.
Fucking Google right there, respecting John more than Anthony. The John stuff has always been overplayed, and it's always been by people who needed John more than John needed them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, John's a buffoon, but he doesn't deserve an entire community.
John's like, okay, let's see where he's going with this. John's a food. He goes, oh no. Yeah. I love it. Everywhere he turns, he steps on a rake. It might be called Rakes Anonymous, where he goes to get his clips. Every single one he's watching, he's like, oh, this guy hates the guy I hate. And they're all like, I mean, he's not like Stuttering John level. And that guy's a loser. What the fuck? How is this happening?
It's the greatest segment ever.
It's great. I love it.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, John's a buffoon, but he doesn't deserve an entire community revolved around him. And then you look at the community that revolves around him, and it's like it's so clear that what it is.
They're all
a bunch of people more pathetic than John in their own lives.
Exactly.
Kind of circling around John because they need someone to point at and go,
Look at his
that
clapping.
guy's a piece of shit.
The worst take possible. People are more pathetic than Stuttering John. Show me one. I'd love to see one.
Maybe it is Rob. I don't know.
I'd love to see. It probably is. And Rob's going, this guy's speaking truth to power over here. Okay.
You hear that, boss?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. What? Yeah, boss. Don't worry about it, boss. He's right, though, about the other stuff.
People more pathetic than John in their own lives.
Exactly.
Kind of circling around John because they need someone to point at and go, oh, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, he's never been that entertaining. Not even like on lol cow status. A lot of these guys just saw
like he's Mr. Entertainment.
And then,
I know.
He is taking a beating.
He's taking a beating on this episode. I love it. So now John's processing this. He's going, what the fuck? I thought maybe Aaron and I could be buddies.
I am having a bad day.
So check this out.
Well, I'll just say to Steel Toe, A, I'm not a buffoon. B, At least I didn't lose my wife in a fucking tryst with fucking some coked out losers, and then she gets arrested. Your whole life is in shambles. Never comment about me. You're a fucking loser. I've never commented about you, and now you just fucking drew first blood. So now I will do a whole dossier on you and talk about what a fucking loser you are and what a fucking idiot you fucking are. Don't ever think that you're of my level. You're a fucking buffoon. You're the fucking loser. Don't ever fucking comment on me again, or I'm gonna fucking have to fucking show you the fucking wrath of the Duke. You fucking loser.
Look at Rob's doing the flexing thing. And Rob immediately after this changes to yeah, no, I know, man. I know, because John's not joking around. He's pissed.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
His face is the same color as his shirt right now.
Right. He's very pissed about this. So he's like, all right, guess what? You're going down now. Finally, someone's going to expose that Aaron Imholt's a loser. Wow. Right. Good thing John's on the
No one's been talking about it.
Yeah. This is the boxing match that I think actually could happen.
Oh, yeah.
John would back out.
You think so?
Yeah, as soon as he sees that Aaron actually does box. John just wants to fight Shuli.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, Aaron's 6'3". You tower over him. I mean, I would like to watch it.
How'd you know he's 6'3" from the mugshot?
Well, because he claims he's 6'4", and then his ID says he's 6'3". I know a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter.
Very weird.
Very weird. But the next day, and thank you to Doom for pulling this, John is ready to go on the warpath.
Fuck yeah, I'm on Team John on
He's
this.
got Clay Dabbler, and he's going after Aaron Imholte. Here we go.
Scola. So let's look at the real buffoon.
He's a joke.
All right, so here we go.
All right, so what's John going to find? What are we going to learn about Aaron that we don't know? Oh, he finds
a local podcaster is now facing charges for something he allegedly did while live streaming his show.
The news story that we all covered a month and a half ago when this came out.
Did you hear about this, Rob?
Yeah. And John's just so I Googled Aaron Imholte loser. This is the first thing that came up, and I'm going to crack the case.
Moron.
Is the host of the Steel Toe Morning Show that has been on the air for at least a decade.
So John's just watching this.
Good.
What is
Clay
happening
Dabbler
here?
can't
Karen?
shut up, of course.
37-year-old Aaron Imholte made his first court appearance this morning for disseminating private sexual images without consent.
Let me turn this down a little bit. We've all seen this news story. We all know what's going on. But this is John's big guess. He's probably watching it for the first time. Probably hasn't even seen it yet.
It's me. It's 37-year-old Aaron Imholte, the host of the Steel Toe Morning Show,
John's
a
just
YouTube podcast with
staring
about
at this.
13,000
He's got nothing.
subscribers. But one of Imholte's May shows
This is a news story, John. We've all seen it.
It's reported for sending a photo of a naked
Clay Dabbler's doing the elephant thing now. He saw Gino
joining him on the podcast. That woman reported the situation to police, and now Imholte faces
he does the elephant thing again.
I like tattoos more than I think.
Look at him. Oh my, what a fucking dirtbag. Oh.
And those words are now part of the criminal complaint against Imholte. The court documents describe a relationship breakdown between
John's
Imholte
just
and three
staring
others.
at this. He's got nothing.
He started disparaging them
He's not
publicly on his
interrupting
show
at all.
back in
He's
April,
not pausing to give his commentary.
Photo in May. Today,
Cocaine
other podcasters are using it as material for their shows.
I bet Kevin loves this.
You don't 100% snitch on Aaron.
Yeah, he's not even telling Clay to shut up.
I know.
He's often saying things that
I
some
don't know.
would
He's in a
consider
coma or
racist,
something.
homophobic,
If I
misogynistic, and more. Some have said to Fox 9 that he used to walk up to the line, but now he crosses it.
Imholte told police he did not recall ever receiving or sending a nude photograph of the victim.
Of course
he bailed out of jail this morning with a no-contact order, in addition to no disparaging comments on social media, online, or on a podcast.
All right, let's hear John's brilliant analysis.
Karen
Here we go.
Scullin,
All
Fox
right, Johnny, what do you got for us?
Dickhead. Who's the fucking buffoon, dickhead? Who's the buffoon?
Good one.
You
he just takes
idiot.
He just takes L after L. That's it.
Yeah, you get arrested, you fucking loser.
For posting nudes on a live stream to Gino.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a loser. Literally, like his whole to have your whole existence rely on just charity.
Clay Dabbler, every day you have a new t-shirt to impress your buddy John with. But that's right. Everyone else is a loser. You got it. You nailed it.
Like, just literally, if you don't get those super chats, you're fucked. You're not paying your mortgage. You're not paying your electric bill. You're not feeding your kids.
John? What are other bills that people have, Clay? What are other things people spend money on when they don't get money?
Paying child support.
Yeah.
So that's why he has to grift so hard on his show, because he's
and Clay actually knows this stuff. John knows nothing. He just played that thing. He goes, "Oh, you got arrested." It's like, yeah, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that, John. You've not done nothing here.
He's got a lifestyle that can't be funded by a fucking a shitty YouTube show. I mean, I don't know, but he makes the goals, I guess, apparently, which is 300 a show or whatever.
What's he doing?
April Imholte, his wife, was arrested.
Yeah,
she was quite a good-looking woman, though. She's way too good for him.
But he's calling me a buffoon.
Yes, you're a buffoon.
Fucking his whole life is in fucking. I mean,
it's a broken clock.
He gets arrested. She gets arrested. They're doing drugs.
You definitely bang his missus, isn't it? April.
Yeah, and he's letting the guy bang his wife, and the kids are downstairs.
But how does that make you not a buffoon? I'm confused.
Yeah,
I'm a buffoon.
So weird.
You fucking loser.
Yeah, all of that is true.
Yes, all of this is true.
I love this.
I love it too. It's my favorite.
This guy, his wife left him. He's got nothing. He's going to go to jail.
Yep.
He's got lawsuits against him. And I'm the buffoon. It's not time for self-inspection.
Right, yes. John, you just sold your house to your mom for $10. All right? Let's think about this. There's a lot of things people could talk about with you, too.
Huck or wife swapping is just an automatic L. Like, ugh. Like, just not even cheat. Like, all right, cheating. I'm not saying that you should cheat on your wife, but cheating on your wife with another woman and your wife not finding out is a different matter. But literally letting another guy stick his dick in your wife is ugh, gross.
Good point.
I wouldn't look at her the same way ever again.
Who would watch this show?
Yeah, look at this.
All right, so John's been not paying attention. He's Googling this whole time.
Same thing.
Trying to find an image to pull up.
Dickhead. Aaron, check this out.
John, everyone has seen this. This happened months ago.
I don't have one of these. How do you get one of these? Oh, look. Oh, there's your wife.
Happened months ago.
Arrested.
That guy's actually a really big YouTuber. I've never heard.
And John's so stupid. He's like, yeah, his wife got arrested. Aaron caused that. He wanted that to happen. He's excited about that. He loves seeing her mugshot out here. And John thinks he's rubbing this in his face.
I don't think he realizes it.
He has no idea what he's doing.
Has he not gotten to Aaron's mugshot? Why are you showing April's
Aaron's
stupid
mugshot?
Heard of him, but he's big. He's big. Like, I watched another podcast that were talking about him, but they didn't even mention Steel Toe because Steel Toe's not even on the radar of big YouTubers. But this guy, Aaron Imholte, is.
But Clay, here's the thing. So this guy in the middle here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets to bang this girl who's hot.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaron gets to bang this hag.
He's like a child.
Yeah, but I mean, he does.
So let me get this straight. This guy gets to put his penis in the vagina of this girl and probably mouth. And then there's this other girl. And then Aaron gets to put his penis.
It might be a bit of a rough pick. She might have she might be a hottie with a body. Who knows?
Yeah, well, but I'm just saying.
You don't look at the mantelpiece when you're poking the fire, Johnny boy.
Yeah, but he's getting the better angle.
I don't know.
Who's the buffoon? Fucking Aaron's getting this hag, and this dude
Clay,
is
back to my
getting this
original
hottie.
point.
Should we put a poll up on Twitter in the subreddit? Who is the buffoon? Aaron or John? I'd love to know what people think.
All of the above.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would win out. Obviously, that's
You
a choice.
fucking loser.
Of course, yeah. You definitely pick April over the other one.
And yet I'm a buffoon, you dumbass.
Yes.
But then again, they're both cokeheads and fucking women and cocaine is not a good mix, man. Because women can be cocaine monsters.
Yeah, did you see John's face right there? He's just like, I don't know, man.
I know Dawn's pretty fun.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with women on cocaine. I mean, this is the guy who was trying to get 2 grams for the wedding with Kate Meany. Yeah. His own nephew's wedding. And how Clay's like, yeah, you don't even want girls doing coke. Watch John's face when he says that.
Women and cocaine is not a good mix, man. Because women can be cocaine monsters. They're just like, Can we do another line? Can we do another line?
That's the reason.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's making a good point.
I don't know. I've met some very hot women that were.
Yeah, but I'm saying they fucking hoover up the coke. Like they're fucking coke monsters.
Now John's aroused.
Hit the like
button. Very good. Thank you, Doom, for putting that together.
Yeah. Good stuff, Doom.
All right, we've touched on just about everyone except for Rob Saul. We haven't really touched on yet. Rob said something during the podcast on Thursday when he was on with Stuttering John, and he's getting some heat right now. So now he's lashing out at everyone. The big controversy.
Oh, not popularity, people.
Right.
He's not catching that kind of
No,
heat.
not that kind of heat.
Got it.
The big controversy that guys like John and Vince want you to think is the craziest thing ever is that the Uncle Rico show wouldn't change its name. Oh, God. I mean, how many children are getting harmed on an hourly basis because the show still has the name The Uncle Rico Show? It's obviously causing a lot of damage in a lot of communities. And so our boy Rob has an idea of why this is.
Probably a group of most of these guys, like Penis Wrinkle, they're probably just like pedos themselves, and that's why they're so defensive about it.
So according to Rob, everyone's a pedophile, which when you hear someone say that, you know they're highly intelligent. Mm-hmm. Whenever someone goes on and calls everyone, a whole group of people, Nazis or pedophiles, you're like, oh, this person understands the nuances of what's going on here and is breaking it down for us. Now, this video, Peter Sprinkle said this to me. This video has been making the rounds. I guess Rob Saul had Ray DeVito on his show 10 months ago.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm playing this, I'm not the morality police, but John certainly is. He's constantly talking about, like, how could you have Missy B on your show? And she does this or said that. And there's criminals. And how can you work with a criminal? I don't have criminals on my show. Let's hear what Rob Saul has to say about his relationship with his ex-wife. His ex-wife left him for his cousin. Now, him and his ex have a daughter together. And so this is the conversation he's having with Ray DeVito.
So now he's dad uncle?
It's weird. It's very weird. Cousin? Yeah, it's a very weird situation that's going on.
So
Rob will hurt you. That's
what you don't want her. She fucking gained about 200 pounds since she left me for my cousin. So she's like, she's pregnant. And anyway, I ended
with
up
your kid or his kid?
His kid, but the kid ended up dying.
What'd you have to do with
Get the fuck out of here.
So she had a miscarriage, and Rob starts applauding that. This would have been his daughter's sibling.
Ray even knows that's not cool.
Dude, even Ray's like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I've killed some kids, but...
Yeah, but this is not something you celebrate, obviously. But, I mean, Rob really is a piece of shit for the way he's responding to this. And he'll never get another girl in his life, and he knows that. So it's just him and his dogs. And that's why he's lashing out like this so pathetically.
Wow.
Dude, you really have, like, no soul.
Well, no, I don't.
Wow.
And why would I care? Now, I won because all of a sudden, anyway, I got my condo back. I got joint custody of my daughter. I got this super restraining order dropped. And
so he lost his place. He had a restraining order against him. Yeah. He lost custody of his kid. And he's like, I'm a winner because those things aren't happening anymore. Oh, the fact that they even happened the time that it did, not good.
Yeah. Plus, there's that new blood stain on the tile.
Yikes.
And let me tell you, now my ex-wife is about 200 pounds heavier. Listen, maybe that's why I'm not a good man. I don't let women get comfortable. Like, don't get comfortable to where you think you could be 500 pounds when I met you when you were,
Ray's face.
$120.
He's so uncomfortable.
How does she feel? I mean, your daughter, how does she feel that you're sitting there saying that her mom is a disgusting pig?
Good question.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that.
Every now and then, Ray. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Like, that's got to be like, even if you hate your ex-wife, which sounds like,
man, she's had her turned against me for a while. So yeah, I've kind of let more loose. I was never this loose until
That's got to be. I didn't know you had a daughter with her. Like, that's you got to kind of take, even if the dude like fucked you over.
You have
kids? you just but you just celebrated that her potential half brother isn't alive. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Ray, I don't care.
That sounds cold.
They're scumbags, and
they're scumbags.
I tried.
Isn't it interesting? Rob calls everyone a loser, and now these people are scumbags, even though he's proving that he's a loser and a scumbag.
Trying to be a good person, and I tried to get along with him for the kid after that, but it's it hasn't gone well.
No, it definitely has not gone well for you, Rob.
Woof.
Yeah, I know, it's rough.
She turned the kid against me. Okay.
No. Maybe the kid just recognizes who you are as a person and thinks you are a piece of shit.
Kids are actually pretty good at that.
Yes, and props to Ray for talking some sense into the guy, not just going along. And
do you think that he actually talked sense into him?
No, I don't think he got through to him in any single way.
Who are these podcasts?